Well, here we are again, Star Wars and Sticky Monster Lab fans. We got SW04. These are made by Blitzway. I think they came out in 2024. There's no actual date on this thing. But here are the four things. This is the fourth figure, apparently. I reviewed number 1, which is a stand-up Darth Vader. I would assume stand-up Luke is 2. And then 3 is maybe sit-down Vader. 4 is today's subject. I don't think I'm going to get these two. These are really big toys for me. You know, I don't have much room in my cabinets and stuff. But if these guys actually make mini versions of all the Star Wars figures, I'll probably buy those. But I'm actually hoping that they don't make such a thing. But Disney's pretty good at making money, so you never know what's going to happen in the future. The only other big one I would buy is Boba Fett. And I think it's a safe assumption at some point in time they're going to make a Boba Fett. Okay. There is a reveal here, but it's just that the thing has so much plastic. I don't know. I guess it gives you an idea of what you're going to get. There's also a line drawing here. And that's magnetic, by the way. You can see the circles of the magnets. Oh, instructions? No, this one doesn't... Oh, they're in the bottom there. Oh, there's also something here, so I should probably take a look at. It looks like Luke's blaster. This looks like a 1/6 scale blaster. I have to get one. I actually have one in my display cabinet of 1/6 scale guns. So, looking at this, you know what, let me get it all out of the packaging. That's why the camera's so far away. This thing is so big. Gotta have the camera far away. I'll move it back closer once we get all this packaging out of here. I'm really happy the packaging isn't too wasteful other than those magnets. Because you're paying for packaging, you know? Okay. Alright, looking at this blaster here, it's actually smaller than 1/6 scale, but it's actually better detail than I thought it would be, considering how little detailed SML figures are. The barrel itself is actually recessed, you know, like an open tube. So there's actually a deep recess. The sight, you can't really see that though. No recess there, unfortunately. Silver is painted nice. The little wood brown texture, not texture, but brown color is nice. This little bump is like copper colored or gold colored. The hammer is just floating. It doesn't move or anything like that. But anyways, it's good enough. But for comparison, here's a Hot Toys Luke blaster, which is much bigger, so you can obviously get more detail into something bigger. And Hot Toys makes really expensive action figures, so they're not really action figures, they're just static collectible figures. This is pretty old. I don't actually have the figure itself, but I think the gun looks pretty cool. Alright. That doesn't move either. So you can put the pistol or the blaster and put it in the holster here. The holster seems to be stuck in place. I don't think it's glued or anything. Alright, so that just goes in there. And then this is the strap, supposedly, to keep it in place. I don't see any sort of like retaining dots or anything like that. I think it really just sits here in gravity. That's kind of weird. Well, I guess if it's in a static display, it's not going to fall out because its gravity is holding in place. So it's actually not loose. You know, I'm flicking that stub and it's not coming off. So it's better than I thought it would be. On the bottom, we have Lucasfilm Blitzway there, and we have separate pieces for the legs. The feet have separate inserts for the soles, and the boots are like this tan color. The belt is more of a brown color with some silver hardware. Oh, there's the little hanging loop for the lightsaber. I don't know what Luke keeps in these little packs here. Rations, maybe? Who knows? some pocket or patch. I don't know. It's a slightly different color than the rest of the outfit. Yeah, same with on the chest pockets. And so you can see, you know, he's lost his hand there, and it's painted in two reds, a pink and a red, it seems. Then you have these beady eyes and a beady nose and a slot for a mouth, and you got the skin tone there, and then the hair, it's glued in place. Nothing moves on this thing. So hair is decently done. It's got, I think that might be an airbrushing or paint wash. I don't feel like it's all one color. I feel like there's two colors going on. So that looks pretty good. So now we have the hand, which was cut off by Darth Vader, and there's a magnet here. Hopefully it doesn't scratch the paint off, and it doesn't sit very well, unless you probably have to squeeze it on like there. Okay, so you can, being round, pleasant. Oh yeah, being round, you can maybe, no, it doesn't want to sit that way. I was thinking you could pose this, well, you can pose it in different angles. Okay, so the manual is asking for LR66 batteries, were exceptionally small. This is a switch. I think I'll have to continue this video later when I get those batteries in the mail. But you have the grips here, the actuator, the little red button or whatever, that sight of the Graflex thing, and then this is a translucent blue. Hopefully it's all blue through and not just painted clear, but I don't know for sure. It's hard to say. And there's the LED itself. Okay, and so you have to put it in a certain way because this has an angle to it. You know, it's not going to look normal like that, so you got to make sure you line it up with that lightsaber face. Alright, so it's flared out a little bit at the bottom there. Neat. Okay, so let's see. Height-wise, this thing is, oh, it's around maybe 10.5 centimeters. These things are so big, I'm not used to the camera at this distance. Maybe it's around 4 inches high, ignoring the lightsaber itself. And then you got a tiny little Yoda here sitting down. So Yoda, it's got that lime green color to it, and it's got funky U-shaped eyes, a beady nose, and a slot of a mouth. The ears here make like separate pieces. The cape here looks alright. The brown belt is raised, so it's probably easy to paint. And then it's got separate green feet and hands, it looks like, and separate legs entirely. And it says LFL, probably for Lucasfilm Limited, and Blitzway, brown down here. So it's really well done. This is like a little smaller than I'm accustomed to. This is a lot bigger than I am accustomed to, but it makes sense when they're next to each other, Yoda being really small. I think it would have been cool if they had a backpack for Luke, and I don't know, yeah, if somehow the backpack you could stick Yoda on like that, right? But, or really for the standing one, it would have made more sense, right? Maybe not the sitting one. Alright, finally got some LR66 batteries. I don't know why they just can't have one name for one battery. They always have like 3 different names. Put the flat side in against the wrist. The magnet's actually sucking the battery up to it there. So it makes it a little difficult, actually. Maybe I gotta align this better. Oh, no, I got it. Okay, yeah, that turns on. Alright, I'll get this back here. By the way, you want a pH0 if you want to have the exact, well, the best screwdriver size. I tried a pH1, it's too big. pH00 works, but it's a little bit loose. Now this is plastic, so you don't want to just screw right into it. I'm going to back it out. Find the thread. Don't really want to tighten it, you know, you'll strip out the hole. Oh, wait a second, I think I put this on wrong. Oh, the switch itself. Oh, no. I don't know. I guess that's alright. Just be mindful the switch might mess things up a little bit. Alright. So, as you saw, it's on. It's just not very bright. Let me turn the lights off here. Alright, let's turn the lights off here as it comes around. Alright, so actually in the complete dark, naturally it is visible. I still wouldn't call it very bright. And I'm also noticing the light is actually getting through the lightsaber handle itself. Yeah, I think you can even see it on my phone screen here. Yeah, it's all kind of white there. They didn't paint the inside silver, or they didn't paint the outside with enough silver to block that light. Okay, well, I think you get the gist with that. So let's take this off. And he lost his arm. Yoda's kind of watching. And I reviewed the Darth Vader, and so that's why I've got these two, because I'm recreating that scene in the Death Star, right, where he cut his hand off. And so, boy, this thing is big. I gotta back off the camera even more. Darth Vader is definitely the cooler character. You know, it's got a light in the belly to light up those 3 boxes, and the head there, and the lightsaber. It's just a lot of lights going on. And the base here also, let me, it's got this red, like, ring of light there. I always feel, well, I guess it wouldn't make sense for Yoda to have light up eyes or something, but anyhow, that's what's going on. This is my little SML Star Wars scene. It would have been cool if maybe they had a swappable mouth or something, like a like a pain, some sort of mouth of pain, you know, because he did just lose his arm. Okay, well, that's I guess it for today. I really hope they come out with Boba Fett next. I'd rather not get the Mandalorian. It's really just about Boba Fett. Okay, well, we'll have to see what happens. I'm pretty sure they're going to make something again with Star Wars, because they're basically just printing money at this point in time. So, thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next SML or Star Wars video.